so this is my little Limelight hydrangea. This is a panicle hydrangea, which means that it is the type to bloom on new wood. So what I'm going to do is just take out some of these smaller limbs because the blooms on this hydrangea are pretty large and they can tend to flop over once it's in full bloom. So I'm going to take out all the small branches to promote it to grow stronger stems to support the blooms. So what I'm going to do is just take out, you see these smaller limbs here. I'm just going to cut those off so it's not putting out any energy to those smaller wimpy stems. Let's see what I'm doing here. So that I'm only left with the big strong stems. So I just want to give you all a close-up example on how to actually prune these type of hydrangeas. Now if you are pruning for shape, you'll want to make sure that you are pruning right above a node. So for example, on this branch here, where you see these two buds coming out here, that is a node, and down here is a node. So what you want to do is cut right above a node, just like that. Now I'm not going to do too much of that type of pruning on this bush just because I'm not too worried about the shape. I just want them to grow healthy stems. But yeah, that is how you would actually go in and prune and just go around the whole bush evenly to shape your hydrangea bush. Okay, so I've got it all pruned up and it looks a little less full, but it will, trust me, it will fill out so much better and it will promote healthier, stronger stems to support its heavy blooms. Okay, so I'm basically going to do the same thing to all 6 of the ones that I have now. I still have 2 more to replace, but I'm going to go in and just take out, y'all see these small little wimpy limbs? That's what I'm taking out. Okay, sorry guys, I actually had to take a break because we got a rain shower that day. This is actually 2 days later, but I did finish pruning all 6 of my limelights on this side of the house, and I also have put down a fresh layer of mulch in this bed since the last clip that y'all saw. I still need to decide on what type of edging I want to use to line this bed, and also what I want to underplant these hydrangeas with, because again, these are panicle hydrangeas, which are the cone-shaped flower. I'll actually insert a picture for you all, but those large blooms tend to lean down, which is why I'm pruning. So again, despite all of the small little branches that I cut off of these, they are still pushing out tons of new growth and filling out nicely. So again, you can prune these to your heart's desire because they bloom on new wood, which means even if I were to cut off this entire branch down to here, it's still going to produce a bloom for me because it's going to bloom on its new growth. Whereas, for example, on this hydrangea here, this is my endless summer hydrangea. This one blooms on old wood. For example, this is last year's growth on this stem here, and this little cluster is where the actual bloom will form. So if I were to cut this off, I won't have any blooms for this year because it's blooming on last year's growth. So for these type, you want to make sure that you do not prune them until after the bush is done flowering for the season. But yeah, these, I am so excited to see how they perform this year. I think it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful show. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful for you all. If you have any questions or concerns on pruning hydrangeas, please leave those in the comments down below. Also, if you have any tips or tricks for pruning, please leave those in the comments as well. We can all learn from each other within the community. So again, I thank you all for joining me. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will catch y'all in the next one.